What's up, guys? My name is Tyler Antiknap, and we're at round 12 of the Monster Energy Supercross series presented by WPS, and we're about to take you on the track right now virtually, and this is going to be presented by Dunlop motorcycle tires, and I got my good friend Brock Glover with me. How are you doing, Brock?
Doing great, Tyler. Looking forward to another tonight, a night race instead of the day race like we had last round. So it's going to be exciting.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You know, I was so stoked that Supercross was back. I watched the race like 2 or 3 times actually, just because it was, something fresh, and just getting back to racing, it just felt right. Without the fans, it definitely was weird, and the hype, definitely wasn't there, but we definitely had some really good racing.
Yeah, it was exciting to watch live Supercross racing, and there was plenty of actions on the track the whole entire time. You just got to pick out your race you wanted to watch and watch the best riders in the world go at it.
Yeah, so we just came down the start straight, and we're coming into the corner, and this corner this weekend is a right-handed corner. And for, maybe you guys don't know, but majority of the starts are left-handed because your brake is going to be on the outside foot. So this is going to be, definitely a big mix-up to what the riders are used to. And then we're coming into our first rhythm section, and it looks like we, got onto the top, and then we're coming off the tabletop, and we're going to be tripling and maybe another triple at the end, and then a single into that bowl corner.
Yes, I mean, the start again is pretty much exactly the same start we saw in the round 11, which was last Sunday. And so it's over 300 foot long. And then on top of that, you go right into, as you mentioned, a right-hander into a rhythm section. And then it's going to head right back into another standard 180 bowl corner that we see coming up here.
Yeah. And then two, this track looks a lot more busier than last weekend. I know we had, a rhythm section around the first corner, but this rhythm section definitely looks about, 80 feet to almost 100 feet longer from last, weekend.
It's going to be considering it's coming right out of the first corner, it's definitely going to be a little busier for the riders. They're going to have more options, and as they turn back and do another rhythm section coming this way.
Yeah, and then this section looks, it looks like they're going to be tripling on top of this tabletop, back off, and then they're going to be jumping off that 5-footer right there where the Kawasaki Tough blocks are, and maybe tripling. Maybe we'll see a quad, but, we didn't really see any quads except for before the finish line, on Sunday. But the track was definitely technical. That first rhythm section gave a lot of riders some troubles. Ken Roxon had a really close call, almost, went down, by the hair of his chin. He made it and pulled it off and finished the race. So this track is definitely going to get technical.
Yes, I think this one might even be tougher than the last one, but we'll see what happens during the race. And the one nice part about it is, I mean, the Dirtworks crew did a great job of keeping moisture in, considering how difficult it was last week with the unseasonably warm weather and the dry daytime temperatures with the sun. But now we're going to be racing at night. Should be easier for them to keep the moisture in. And as we see that 180 corner, it's almost a 180 corner as you're heading backwards down the starting line here, and it's quite fast coming down this section here.
Yeah, absolutely. And how do you think these riders are gonna, get used to this riding on Wednesday and racing Wednesday? The last race we just had was only a few days ago, and now it's a quick turnaround, and we're back racing Wednesday. How do you think riders are gonna adapt?
It is going to be very tough, and I mentioned it, last week, and it's to run this many races in such a short period. It's important to not get yourself in a position where you might have a little small nagging injury that could carry over from each race and not enough time to recover. So it's a little bit of that old, analogy where you got to win the war instead of just try to win a battle. And I think, it's important for the riders to stay healthy. As we come out of a right-hander here on the screen, we can see this is the first triple, and welcome to what it really looks like hitting a triple jump in a Supercross.
Yeah.
Looks a lot easier from the stands. From here, all you do is see a wall of dirt and the stands in the background.
Yeah, no, absolutely. that looks like a, you know, a standard triple, as we say, you know, 65 footer. And, you know, that's how you usually come up to a jump is you can't really see the landing. It's just a, you know, educated guess. And luckily these guys are the best in the world. So they'll, you know, do it first or second lap, I'm guessing for sure. And then we're coming into 4 rollers or 4 singles coming into this bold corner. I think, you know, this is just going to be, you know, a standard double. This middle obstacle looks a little bit higher. You know, it's a tabletop, but it has a little bit more of a scoop to it. So it gets you a little bit more lift. And then right here is going to be very important because you're going to want to shift up to 3rd or maybe even 4th and get ready for this long whoop section, you know, right here. And these things are going to get absolutely nasty here in Salt Lake City. We even had a couple, you know, little mistakes from a whole bunch of riders through that whoop section of 9 last weekend. And, you know, right here, it's looking like this whoop section is close to maybe 14, 15 whoops.
Yeah, this is nearly double as we head through the Dunlop tough block covers right here on the side on each one. You can see all the sea of yellow tough blocks here. And, you know, there's so many of them. Again, it's this is about twice as long as last week. So
yeah,
it's a big difference. And then it's coming off of, as you mentioned, a right-hand 180 coming off a tricky rhythm section with a right-hand corner. So then your braking's on the inside. It's a little bit different. And then you got to guard against somebody fast and you plush, as you mentioned, shift up and get ready for a nasty set of whoops.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And, you know, this track, I got to say, you know, we're coming to the finish line right around this corner, but I got to say, I think this is going to be a lot longer lap time. The rhythm sections are a lot longer. They extended the sections out as long as they could. They're definitely using, you know, maximizing the floor, and, you know, it's really back and forth and not any of those weird angles like we've seen last weekend.
Yeah, I think they did a great job. I mean, it was a pretty quick turnaround, a good flip of the track, and they utilized a lot of the same. I mean, this is basically the same location for the finish line. The start's the same location, but they did it, you know, changed the track dramatically considering they left 2 of the main key features of the track in the same location.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And, you know, we just crossed the finish line, and that was a lap at round 12 of the Monster Energy Supercross presented by WPS. And this is your virtual track walk presented by Dunlop Motorcycle Tires with Tyler Antignap and Brock Glover. Thank you guys for watching.